Hey, it's Katy with Realestatika, and today we're gonna talk about ORA by Casa Tua. Why this building is so special, and it's gonna give the future owner just unforgettable feeling of Casa Tua. I feel beyond proud that I got invited to the office of Casa Tua today, and we are going to meet Isabella, a great professional and the lady that's gonna introduce this project even closer to us. Hi, Isabella.
Thank you for coming. I'm so happy.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Welcome to Casa Tua.
Oh my God, I'm just excited so much being here. It's just like, I'm at this scene of all the magic of Casa Tua is happening.
I'm so happy because this is really the heart of the brand, and it's going to give you more of a sense of what Casa Tua is, what they stand for, and what it's about. So
okay, guys, so this you have never seen before, and probably not gonna see again.
Never.
So it's not gonna be your regular new construction review. It's gonna be just the warm conversation. This is what all the brand is about, right?
Yes.
So, ORA by Casa Tua. Oh my God, I already feel like I speak Italian. And yes, guys, we speak Italian in Miami because with all the project with Italian origin, I definitely feel fluent. Isabella, could you please tell me why it is special?
Of course. This project is just so incredible and unlike anything they've done before. I mean, the owners of Casa Tua, where we are by now, they've been really long family friends with the developer, Edgardo de Fortuna, Fortune International, and they really want to create something just completely different, and bring this life and soul to Brickell. So the entire building is just draped in this beautiful, lush landscaping. It's right on Brickell Avenue, and the lifestyle of Casa Tua, I mean, there's 4 different restaurants, and it's also flexible. It's the first ever luxury residences on Brickell Avenue that's giving the owners complete flexibility with 3-day minimum rental restriction.
Okay, so let me summarize a little bit. So first of all, it is location. I mean, guys who are not super familiar, we have downtown in Miami, and then we have Brickell that is now seems to be like a whole center of Miami culture and tourism and food scene. And if I would say like 5 years ago, when I had some visitors out of state or out of the country, they were all, oh, let's go to South Beach to have this Miami feeling. Now it's completely different.
It's completely changed.
They all like, let's go to Brickell, show us where to eat and what to do. And it's sometimes not even something to do with the beach at all.
The good thing about Brickell is that you're just at the heart of Miami. Miami's so big, it's a very big city and you kind of need a car. And Brickell is really one of the few neighborhoods that it's kind of that New York European lifestyle where you can walk to all the best restaurants, the Brickell City Center that has the shopping, the mall, and at the same time, you're close to all the best neighborhoods. So if you do want to go to South Beach, you're still 15 minutes away, but you're 15 minutes from the airport, 10 minutes from Coconut Grove, 5 minutes from downtown. So it's super convenient and you have kind of a mix of that lifestyle that people come to Miami for.
Right, so it's very urban, but at the same time it's still a little bit laid back, like should be in Florida. I'm gonna share some of my findings because we do, like I do obviously business in many locations, from the beaches like Sunny Isles and even like Boca Raton, more residential areas, all down to the urban Miami. And every time I come to show the properties in Brickell, or actually every time we come to feel in Brickell, we're like, oh my God, the people here are just so beautiful, nicely dressed, like it's not like all flip-flop situation.
100%.
So this is the vibe that I guess now already we cannot stop it. It has been created. It is the city of its own. There are some projects that are common, right? And what I noticed that the pricing point of any other new construction that already been released or is about to release is having like quite a few zeros. And in this matter, I really find the prices for Casa Tua really affordable for Brickell neighborhood. Let's talk more about the prices.
We saw this boom right after COVID, but it's just getting started, you know, and now we have all these developments and brands coming to Miami, the biggest brands in the world. Now we have Dolce & Gabbana, we have Cipriani, Baccarat, Four Seasons. And so, you know, the price has to match the product, and people have been really surprised and really happy with their prices because we have prices starting in the 800,000s. And the beauty with pre-construction is that, you know, you can come in, pay incrementally in the next 4 years, and, you know, you're purchasing Miami today for the price that we're offering, but Miami in 4 or 5 years from now is going to be completely different. So it's that flexibility that also adds. But another thing about Casa Tua is that it's also including furniture. So we're including finishing, furniture, all the accessories. So everything from the floors, closets, down to your lemon squeezers. I mean, you don't have to think about everything, which is another thing.
Talking about lemon squeezers, I think there are like 99% chances that I don't even want to cook if I know that I can simply come downstairs to the Casa Tua restaurant. By the way, I read the name of the restaurant, right? The one that's going to be on site. The one that is, of course, I already called the grape in Italian. Do you remember?
They're doing uva.
Yes.
There's 4 different. Also, just how
that was just what was straight to my heart, of course, because like when I just started, like this is how I define to myself if the property meets my expectation or not. Very simply, if there is a wine cooler at the kitchen, you know. So and I'm like, when I saw the very first name of the on-site restaurant in ORA by Casa Tua residence, I'm like, it means grape. Yeah, that's it. Not even one word more.
No, and it's so interesting seeing just the trend of Miami real estate, because before, you know, you could give people a pool and like a cafe and they'd be happy. And now when you have all this demand, all these developers just giving more and more. I mean, we have 4 different restaurants in the building. Imagine one building, you have 4 different types of cuisine. We have a 24/7 gourmet marketplace, Terra, which in Miami, we don't have anything of quality open 24/7. After a certain hour, it's McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. So you're gonna have a cucina open at all hours of the night. You have Uva, it's gonna be a wine bar focused on specialty wine, Mediterranean food. You have Foco, this beautiful kind of Italian Mediterranean restaurant on the pool deck, and on the rooftop there's going to be a private members only club with the Italian restaurant similar to the one in Miami Beach that Casa Tua is known for.
Wow.
So, all different types of food. We'll be practicing our Italian, we'll be dancing, we'll be eating, and then we can go work out in the full gym and spa.
And everybody are invited. Concept behind is to give the feeling to the future resident like that my house is your house.
Exactly.
Right? That's why I exactly feel myself like home in your office, guys, today.
You can say.
So many, no, definitely am, because there's just so many details. And I'm so into this aesthetic. And I believe the years of how the owners were basically completing all this whole picture that we see today. That was the whole journey behind the scenes, but we are experiencing the ready product, the ready brand, and for sure that was a history behind that. Let's talk a little bit more what exactly going to make feels ourselves like home in Casa Tua. Let's discuss what kind of amenity, because I know that's going to be a really huge part right in the middle, right in the heart of the building.
Bosco, my favorite amenity. I mean, there's so much, but it's a 76-story tower, and in the middle they took up 4 stories and created basically Central Park. So they did 40 feet of open air landscaping for tennis, paddle, basketball, cycling. There's going to be a juice bar. I mean, imagine like
just I want to let it all sink if the in the like, you know, head of the person who now watching this video, like just think about it. Any kind of sport basically can be found in the amenity.
Also from yoga, Pilates to a running path. I mean, it's going to be a full park in the sky. So you're already 500 feet above the city of views of all of Miami. I mean, whether you're 80 or 5, you can come and enjoy the park. You never have to leave the building, honestly.
I mean, guys, there is a fish pond, right, in the 40-something floor on the building. So it is definitely impressive.
But from, you know, the park, I mean, they've been talking about this concept for years, and the majority of it actually happened during COVID, and it was creating this concept that you never have to leave. So live, work, play is kind of our model, and that's why there's 4 different restaurants. There's a whole floor dedicated to gym, a whole floor dedicated to spa, a park, private offices, commercial office space. So I mean, truly a city within a city, and all curated with this energy and feeling of Casa Tua. It's so beautiful how, you know, they designed every inch of the building and really try to make it feel like home and kind of keep the brand that Casa Tua has kept for over 20 years. They've been curating these amazing experiences.
Oh my God.
Then there's Orzo.
Orso is super sweet guy. Come. He already met me. He greeted me first here. And now he's like, no, I don't want to be in the video. I think this is how it's like the fact that you're getting on children and all pets. When they're like so nice, so cool, like playing whatever, and then I'm taking a phone to record and they're like,
my parents
no,
feel.
no, we're not participating. So the first time I saw the renderings of the project, I'm like, oh my God, how it is cool that you actually can create this, not even indoor-outdoor feeling, but just the whole jungle almost on the property.
One of the best parts, and it's so different because Brickell is amazing and it's new, but it's like New York. Everything is gray, concrete, and the owners came together and they were like, we want to do something completely different. So they have Arquitectónica and Arquitectónica Geo doing an incredible landscaping team. I mean, something completely different. And you'll see in the renderings, the front of the building, I mean, it's just draped in this beautiful greenery. Because, I mean, let's be real, we come to Miami because we want to be outside, and we're missing that in Brickell. So the whole building has that sense of landscaping and just beautiful, natural greenery.
Yeah, that's true. And this is also where sustainability is entering the chart, because a lot of plays here, once you guys were developing the project, actually like was built about the sustainability and how we communicate with nature and how we can use the sources that is already available. And it's just so weird to me that not all of the towers that can actually use these technologies are implementing that. Let's talk more about my favorite subject, the food. So obviously we have Italian, right? What are the concept of the 4 restaurants that you mentioned?
So starting from the ground floor is going to be Terra. It's a 24/7 gourmet marketplace. So kind of like a cucina in Brickell, or even like an Italy in New York. So you could do groceries at all hours of the day, or if you want like a panini in the middle of the night, or even early flight, you want a salad or a juice. So super convenient. Terra is going to be all sorts of food. Next to Terra is going to be Uva. The second, your favorite, it's going to be the wine bar. So that's going to be more Mediterranean food, focusing on specialty wine, kind of tapas, or just, you know, kind of an intermediary between a nice happy hour glass of wine or an aperitivo in very few places in Miami.
I'm still deciding, am I the aperitivo type of person or early morning freshly squeezed juice type of person?
That's
I think it comes
so
with an age.
You have to decide. You wake up and you see where, you know, you want to go. But it's nice. Aperitivo usually transitions, and that's where we have 2 more restaurants to see what your, you know, ambiance is for that. But the 3rd restaurant is Fuoco. Fuoco is everything with wood burning fires. So they want to invite chefs from all over the world and have a rotational seasonal menu at Fuoco. So Fuoco can be anything from like a casual lunch, like a beautiful romantic date night. It's covered in flowers and that landscaping that we were talking about. And then finally on the 76th floor is going to be,
wow.
It's the views are insane. It's basically, you know, the penthouse that, you know, is that last floor that he turns into this amazing concept of restaurant, Italian, classic 5-star service of Casa Tua. And the 2nd floor is going to be a members only club just for the residences of ORA. It's insane. The infinity pool overlooking the entire city. I mean, the concept reminds me something of like Dubai, Singapore, but it's so beautiful. And that's where we'll be celebrating after all eating. We'll be dancing off there.
And I think it's when I don't know if it's worth to mention, of course, the building is pet friendly, right? Because look how cool the team that we are filming today.
Let's see if they...
Hey. And you guys basically have from studios to what is the largest unit that you offer in?
So it's such a big range. It's studios anywhere from 4+10. So 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom,
Wow,
2
4
plus
plus
10.
10. It's the whole almost floor, probably,
It's
right?
huge, and those have like wraparound terraces. They're starting on the 45th floor, the larger ones. So I mean, the views are breathtaking, and all of the residences are fully finished, furnished, and equipped.
So yeah, guys, if you want the prices, direct message or contact me, right? I will be more than happy to get you the fresh prices. And I would like to underline the flexibility for the rental policy there, because there are not as much buildings in Brickell that actually offering that kind of service. Which obviously I want, everybody wants from the brand that comes from the hospitality, with the luxury finishes and the amenities that we already discussed in probably 20 minutes. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of them. So there is a flexibility on the rental as well.
And that's, like you said, it's so rare, and it's one of the best things about ORA is that it's one of the few, if only, luxury residences on Brickell that's giving the flexibility. So the only rental restriction is 3-day minimum. So it's everything from short-term, long-term to, not at all.
I'm just afraid that 3 days is going to be not enough. And not anybody who is coming and booking it for 3 nights are yeah, but we got to extend it.
It's funny because, it was designed to be flexible, but it is such a luxury product with the service and the amenities and the location that I've had clients ask me, what if I never want to rent out my unit? And that's the beauty. That's the beauty. I said,
you don't need to. It's
you
okay.
never have to. It's just as the owner, you'll have full autonomy to do whatever you want to do with your unit. And that's luxury, flexibility, and freedom. And the good thing is that, we have a whole floor dedicated to the in-house operator that's going to handle check-in, check-out, screening of the guest maintenance. So if you choose to decide to rent it out, if you're traveling to Europe for 2 weeks, you can drop your keys at the reception and they take care of everything.
I was actually doing the calendar for next year and to see what type of events are coming. So obviously those are the most famous that we already know, Miami Open, right? And then Formula One. And I realized that basically the brand is signing up for any of these big events, and from being just the local, maybe at the very beginning, now it becomes so iconic that every person who attends the events in Miami already know the brand by the fact it's there. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, and they've done such a good job. I mean, if you live in Miami, you know Casa Tua. Miami is well known throughout Casa Tua, but they've become such a global sensation. They've opened in Aspen, Paris. They're now expanding to New York at the end of the year. And the good thing is that, they've reached this quality of clients and just reputation that now brands such as F1, Miami Open want to collaborate with them. So they do these amazing curated booths with these events that are all Casa Tua experience. So they're all coming up, and the beauty is that you can come in and use your place when you want to rent it, have your apartment, and kind of have the best of both worlds.
Thank you very much. The whole conversation, really, I had so many insights, and I can tell one thing, that I'm super proud now as a resident of Miami that we have such neighbors, that we have such strong brands, and we can say it is local, it is ours, and of course, obviously, our house is your house. So thank you, Isabella, for having me today.
You're the best.
It's been a pleasure. Guys, stay tuned. Direct message if you want any information. I know, can we share the secret that this sales gallery is actually about to open this winter? But you can still get the first round of pricing now before the official sales gallery even starts. The dogs are fantastic. Yeah, the kids, they're already come on, guys, play with us.
What is a sales gallery?
Yeah, so thank you very much. It's been Katy with Realestatika. We'll see you.